Ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday and welcome to SVW Sanctum. Tonight we have all of the fallout from our first ever pay-per-view Lockdown, which took place this Sunday. We have new champions, legacies to build and new beginnings. Tonight we see a rematch for the SVW Tag Team Championships between Fish and Chips and the Apollo Nation. We also see a rematch for the SVW YouTube TV Championship between Brian Addams, the current champion, and Switch. And we also have Stigma in action and a lot more. However, we're going to go straight to the SVW General Manager, who has a huge announcement about our main event tonight. So without further ado, Stuart Keane, take it away.
Brian Addams, you continue to defy me to bend and break the rules in my company. As disrespectful as it was, I can accept your interruption of my opening day promo. I can tolerate your blatant disregard for being a generally decent human being, and I can even appreciate your deluded harlot of a wife threatening the women's division in SVW. However, the women's division will not tolerate her egotistical fantasies or her threats. So tonight, Hayley Hamilton has called your bluff. She will face Alice Blight in one-on-one action, and she will have the entire locker room behind her. If Alice Blight wants to threaten our women, she should be able to cash the goddamn checks her disgusting whoremouth decides to write. And trust me, around here, actions like that do not go unpunished. Which brings me to the main event, your second YouTube TV Championship defense against Switch. You want to attack your contenders before matches, cheat, lie, steal. You want to give yourself an advantage. I don't blame you. You don't seem to be able to get anything done on your own. Alice got your balls in her purse, eh? I thought so. Well, tonight, Alice is banned from ringside. Until the match, Switch is in my personal protection, and tonight, to make sure this match is called down the middle, we need an insurance policy. Give me 1 second. Yep, that's right. Tonight I'll be your special guest referee. And Brian, if you lay a hand on me or intentionally get disqualified, if you cheat in any way, you will lose the YouTube TV Championship. Have I got your attention yet? You want to leave a skull on my desk? Tonight we'll see how you fare with me breathing down your neck. Now, Nigel, on with the show, and get that stupid camera out of my face.
Well, our general manager has spoken. Stuart Keane laying the law down for Brian Addams here tonight. And Brian Addams, I've never seen Stuart Keane this pissed. I would probably not try and cross him here tonight. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on with the show. We are going to get started right here with our first match of the evening. It will be between Nathanial Garrett and Akira Yamashita. Nathanial Garrett, one half of Generation. He will be accompanied to the ring by Ted Matthews, his tag team partner. But this should be a very good opening show. Let's get down to the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, the Generation from Northern Ireland. Nathanial Garrett and Ted Matthews making their debut here tonight. Not as a tag team as they expected to, but in singles competition. Nathanial Garrett will be going one-on-one with Akira Yamashita. But again, these two men are SVW originals.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Ed Matthews, representing the generation from Bray, Ireland, weighing in at 233 pounds, Nathanial Garrett.
As you can see, Garrett and his teammate Ted Matthews very confident. They're rocking the colours of Ireland here tonight. These two are no-nonsense bruisers. Like I said, they will take you to town. They can put you down and tap you out in a million different ways. That may be a slight exaggeration, but wrestlers like this, they know the ins and outs. They know the nooks and crannies. They know exactly where to target. And that is what Generation are all about. Very young, very talented. Very excited to have them on the roster here tonight, making their debut. It's not going to be an easy task for Nathaniel, though. He has to go up against Akira Yamashita, who we've already seen in a couple of matches. So here comes Akira, one of the most solid strikers in SVW. His sister Emily will also be in action here tonight. It's very much a family affair for the Yamashitas, with SVW Jenesis only weeks away, taking place in their hometown in Japan. Akira would love to feature on that show, and I have a feeling he may do.
And his opponent, representing the Blade Runners from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 195 pounds, Akira Yamashita.
So Akira Yamashita, in a very similar way, he could strike you from a million different angles. Whether he's using his fists, his elbows, his knees, the odd headbutt here and there. Like I say, he trained in the Yamashita dojo with his sister Emily and their teammate Satoru Kobayashi, who I can confirm has just been granted his visa permit over here in the UK. So Satoru will be making his debut in the coming weeks. But for tonight, this is a business only for Akira. As we say, Emily will be in triple threat action here later tonight. Like I say, she'll be making her debut too. Very exciting times for SVW. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Lockdown on Sunday. It was a very exciting show. We have now paved the way for SVW Championships throughout the board, so good luck. So congratulations to Stigma, our SVW champion. Congratulations to Prim. Oh, wait a minute, Nathaniel Garrett tried to get a clothesline in there, but Akira ducked it and saw it coming. He's going to whip Nathaniel into that corner. Akira not taking lightly to the rules being bent here. Like I say, a man of tradition, a man of honour. Nice forearm here by Akira. As I was just saying, sorry, congratulations to Prim, our women's champion. Congratulations to Pokey Day, who became the first woman to dethrone a champion by beating Tawejea at Lockdown. She is now the pure women's champion. Switch and Brian Addams we'll come back to. Also, congratulations to Wasteland Chaos, the women's tag team champions. And again, congratulations to Apollo Nation. However, Apollo Nation and Brian Addams still have to defend their titles here tonight. We'll come back to that in due course. Pinfall attempt here by Garrett. This match started off very solid so far. As they said, Ted Matthews looking disappointed at ringside, but this is just a general permanent resting bitch face on his part. And he's trying to get involved. He's getting up on the apron there. Referee will need to be careful here. Oh, and Garrett thrown over the top by Akira. Akira might be lining something up here. We know he can fly if he needs to. And look at that, not even a run up. And he launches himself over that top rope, throwing caution to the wind. That high rent district, very highly occupied by SVW wrestlers. Akira, very, very agile there. Oh, and a foot stomp twisting across that face. But Akira's back up, and he runs Garrett into the barricade. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we still have Stigma versus Nerviosa to come. Brian Addams will defend his SVW YouTube TV Championship against Switch in a special referee match now, as we were told moments ago by our manager, our general manager, Stuart Keane. Remember, Apollo Nation, they will be taking on Fish and Chips in a rematch with Apollo. Gabriel banned from ringside. However, we will see Apollo here tonight in one-on-one action with Tugg Speedoman. We've got so much to bring you here tonight. It's going to be a very good show. New beginnings, as we say, Championships have paved the way. We are now going to start seeing contenders come to the forefront. That's Fireman's carry here by Garrett. We drop Akira on this top rope. Beautifully done. Garrett with a knee to the face, unceremoniously, shall we say. Like I say, the generation, absolutely no nonsense. They're not here to make friends or gain plaudits, although they would love to win a tag team championship at some point. These guys could be very seriously in contention for that. So our tag division very deep at the moment. Garrett into the corner, and Akira's going to be a released German into... Oh, he did. Whipped him over there. Beautiful German, dropping Garrett on the back of his head. Akira now going to go for the pin, but only a 1 count. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, I haven't seen Keane as angry as I saw him earlier. He's not taking Brian Addams to heart. He is seriously reprimanding our SVW YouTube TV champion. We'll see how that plays out later tonight in our main event. So SVW Jenesis only 3 weeks away. SVW will do an excursion to Japan once a year. And as I say, Akira, Emily, our Japanese superstars would love to feature on that show. We'll roll through here from Akira, although he can't get a pinfall on the outside. Kick to the ribs, blocked by Garrett. Elbow to the leg. And Garrett might be looking for... Oh, a spinning pole driver. Brutal. Referee's on an 8 count here. We could be on the verge of a count out. And Garrett will take it. Akira's not going to let him, and he clocks his leg on the way through as well. Akira with those lethal strikes. Going for a dragon suplex. No, he got his arms pushed out of the way, so he turned into a standard German suplex. Akira telling Garrett to get to his feet. I don't know if Garrett wants to. Nice head scissors here by Akira. Off the ropes into the senton, but Garrett moves. Ted Matthews tried to put a kendo stick in the ring there. Referee saw it and said, "Nuh-uh, not going to happen here tonight." And the referees are on watch at the moment. Pinfall attempt here by Garrett. Kick out by Akira. Referees on watch after what happened last week with Nerviosa and Stigma. Sorry, more so Nerviosa and Morgan Lovecraft. Chop here by Akira. The camera cut there to the crowd. A nice German suplex. And this match is starting to pick up a little bit here. And Garrett very technically sound. He will not be beaten easily here. What's Akira doing here? Going to twist his neck and his feet. Ooh. That will need a chiropractor. On a clothesline, a rotation clothesline by Garrett. Stiff as hell as well. And that forearm across the neck, it's always going to do some damage. But Akira with a boot of his own. And now he's going to put Garrett to sleep on the outside. He's going to tap out 1 count, but if he can't get up and get back in the ring, it's a count out for Akira. Like I say, Garrett technically sound. He will be able to break this hold, and he does. This crowd are chanting along with the ref. Oh, Akira into the commentary table. And Garrett again, that's the second time he's tried to go for a pinfall out, a count out. Akira just won't take it. He comes in with the strikes, chops and punches. Ripcord knee to the face. Oh, blocked here. And here we go, we're going to get an exchange here, I believe. Yes, punches and chops maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm we are going to hear from Brian Addams later tonight in response to Stuart Keane's comments earlier. As I say, if you saw those comments, I do apologise for some of the stuff that Stuart Keane was saying, but you can only push a man so far before he starts losing his temper, shall we say. Let's just be polite about it that way. You can bet Alice Blight is not happy about it either. She will face Hayley Hamilton next. Hayley Hamilton will be coming to the ring with Mandy Tawejea and Kirsty Keane. As you saw, they were in the office with Stuart Keane. And here come those punches. Akira winning that battle very quickly. And Ted Matthews is on that apron again. Running boot by Akira. Akira would normally follow this up with a combo, and I think this is what's going to happen. Kick. Yeah, here we go. Chops and a knee to the face and a shotgun drop kick. That could be enough for Akira here. 1, 2. It is. Congratulations to Akira Yamashita. A very solid win here. Puts him in the contention. So we don't know what Akira's role will be at Jenesis, but guaranteed he will be featured. As we say, the reason we go to Japan is to show our talent to Japan and then have their talent come to us in some cases. So Akira and Emily, homegrown talent here. And this is what finished it here. That lethal combination, just a strike, strike, strike. Will take anyone off their game at any time. Congratulations to Akira Yamashita. So Akira gets a W in the win column. It took him a few weeks to get there. Like I say, he lost a qualifying match against DJP a few weeks ago. Congratulations to Akira Yamashita. Only time will tell what his role at Jenesis will be. But for now, he is firmly off the blocks here with a win. Congratulations, Akira. Enjoy your win. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is the match that doesn't need any introduction. We saw it in the intro. Hayley Hamilton taking on Alice Blight. For those who missed it a few weeks ago, Alice put Hayley on notice, and the whole women's division with, should we say, some threats, just to keep it gentle. Hayley did not take lightly to that, and she will now step into the ring with Alice to seek revenge. Not gonna lie, this could get very personal very quickly. As we say, Alice and Brian Addams, happily married couple. As we say, Alice Blight and Brian Addams, happily married couple. They are wreaking havoc on our SVW roster. And it was only a matter of time until some of them started to fight back. So here comes Alice Blight. Remember, we still have Selina Weaver taking on Danielle Whitney. That's still to come. We have the debut of Crystal Meth. Yes, that is her name, against Ashley Owens. As I say, Nervioso and Stigma to come as well. And Fish and Chips taking on Apollo Nation in a rematch for the SVW Tag Team Championships. But right now, the commentator too scared to announce Alice to the ring. As always, here she comes. So Alice has this stigma about her, no pun intended for a wrestler called Stigma. She has this aura about her, very cult-like, very sinister, very supernatural-like as well. As we saw in a promo a few weeks ago, grotesque sound effects, glowing red eyes, burning wicker men, like a scene straight out of the Blair Witch Project. Unless you've seen the Blair Witch Project and you know there was no fire or wicker men, but you get the idea. Burning cult-like mentality, and this is what Alice Blight is all about. This crown, very impressed with Alice's so far. Actually, she's blaming everyone else for her misfortunes, but she only has herself to blame. As soon as she realises that, the better. And I think she has bitten off a little bit more than she can chew here with our resident Danish delight, Hayley Hamilton. Regardless of that, this is going to be an absolutely epic match between these two ladies. So here comes Hayley Hamilton with Mandy Tawejea on the left, Kirsty Keane on the right. Remember, Hayley has some backup for Stuart Keane, not taking any risks. He doesn't want any of the ladies injured at the hands of Alice Blight, which was threatened weeks ago.
From Copenhagen, Denmark, Hayley Hamilton.
So Hayley Hamilton, a powerhouse, very strong. She looked quite small in comparison to our SVW general manager early on, but you know, size is perspective. I know Hayley can lift up half the men on our roster because I've seen her do it. This woman is very strong, very agile for someone her size as well. So taking nothing away from Alice Blight, she is also quite strong as well. So here we go. This could be this could get personal very quickly. As we say, Alice has put for want of a better word, a bounty on Hayley Hamilton's head, and Hayley is not taken lightly to that, punching straight away. Blight now coming out with her own strikes. and throws Hayley across the ring. So Blight is not unhappy that Hayley got that chamber slot, that lockdown chamber slot over Alice. That's what started this whole thing. As we say, Hayley didn't win the chamber in the end. Nice super kick. Hayley didn't win the chamber in the end, but Alice didn't get a chance to see if she could. And that is what started this whole thing. It's in the past now, though. The lockdown chamber is in the record books. As we say, the women's champion Prim outlasting Anarchy at the last moment. Remember, Anarchy's so close to becoming a dual champion on Sunday. What a match that was. Well, Hayley with a leapfrog and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Showing her strength here. As we say, Kirsty, Keane and Mandy Tawejea are ringside to give a bit of support to Hayley. Nice enziguri off the springboard there. And now Alice Blight is mocking Hayley. We knew this was coming. I'd say Stuart Keane with some choice words about Alice Blight earlier on. Words I will not repeat as a gentleman. If you missed that promo, go back and watch it at the beginning of the show. And Alice, I don't know what she tried, but she jumped over Hayley. I miscalculated that jump. Hayley jumps out. Oh, roll through. Referee a little bit out of position here. 1 and a kick out. As we're saying, Mandy Tawejea and Kirsty Keane at ringside just to provide Hayley a little bit of support just in case. Kirsty Keane, as we say, will be in action later. She'll be taking on Saber Fox, the debut in Saber Fox and the debut in Emily Yamashita in triple threat action. Alice onto the apron. Punch. Danish Delight is going to town on the spooky lady. She was called some choice things by Stuart Keane earlier on, but we're not going to repeat those. Oh, Hayley with the STO attempt. Alice stepped back and actually stepped out the way. And now Alice, no, Hayley reverses, goes for a clothesline. As you see, Kirsty and Mandy staying out the way. They know what they're here for. They're not here to get involved, they're just here to protect Hayley. Nice Irish curse backbreaker there by Hayley. Oh, Hayley rolls into the ring, nearly takes a referee with her. I think that might have been what Alice was actually intending to be there. Punches by Hayley. Nice drop kick, or rocket kick there. What's Hayley looking for here? Hayley might be looking for a power bomb. Yes, the choke bomb, the Danish Delight. Looking to end this quickly. Maybe she's had enough of Alice already. Kick out by Alice though. Maybe too early for that move. Ladies wrestling is the chant. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud of our women's division here at SVW. We have some of the best talent in wrestling today. Oh, Alice over the top. Landing hard as well. We're holding her back. That looked like a painful landing. Hopefully she's not too hurt from that. Hayley rolls out. Yeah, Alice moving a bit slowly. And now Hayley with the right hands. Look at this. And, oh my god, Hayley has just busted Alice open with her fists. We knew it was going to get personal, but I don't think it was going to get that personal. Super kick by Alice. Alice is busted open. Hayley doesn't know her own strength sometimes. Maybe she did know her own strength. Alice is busted open. You have to keep an eye on that head wound. You can see it already soaking into her hair. Here comes a kick by Alice. Springboard. Nice clothesline. Or more of a forearm, but it worked nonetheless. Referee will need to keep an eye on that head injury because it looks very nasty from what I can see here. Alice going to Irish whip. No, springboard DDT off that Oh! And Hayley did a full rotation there because it was that powerful. Good DDT by Alice. Goes for a senton, but Hayley moved. Hayley with a clothesline. Super kick by Hayley. Maybe opening that wound a little bit more. I think that's what Hayley wants to do here. She wants to make Alice Blight suffer. And she's going to drop Hayley. Oh no, she's going to drop her face first. That's going to open the cut even more. Oh! And now Hayley positioning her, runs in with the knees, but Alice thankfully moved out of the way of that. And another DDT, another full rotation. Alice hitting those moves off the ropes very effectively. Remember, Hayley, a strong woman, you're going to have to take her down somehow. This crowd loving this at the moment. Alice with the firewoman's carry going into the power. Oh, into the spinebuster. 1. Oh, kick out by Hayley. But again, you can see the blood on Alice's face. It's getting worse. Oh, wait a minute, his sister Abigail paying homage to Bray Wyatt here. 1, 2, and Hayley kicks out again with authority, I might add. What a match so far. Alice positioning Hayley for something off the ropes. Referee nearly got in the way. Drop kick, but Hayley moved. Hayley with a forearm. Irish whip off the ropes. Leapfrog by Hayley. And Hayley with the boot attempt. Alice sidestepped it. And Alice trying to run Hayley back to the corner. Hayley's not having that. So far, what a match this is. Oh, and again, face first, that head wound. And a clothesline, which will also open it as well. Hayley with precise offense. Trying to make Alice bleed here, even more than she already is. Nice elbow drop off the ropes. And you can see the blood now laying on that apron on the canvas. Alice is losing a lot of blood here, ladies and gentlemen. She needs to be careful. Maybe she was weak in there. Oh, wait a minute, another Danish Delight head. Oh, choke bomb to the floor. And oh, wait a minute, Hayley's not done. Hayley going to go for that hammerlock clothesline. Turns Alice inside out. And again, the crowd chanting one more time, and Hayley is happy to give that to the crowd. And here comes a Danish Delight choke bomb. That's got to be it. Alice is out. 2. She is. Congratulations to Hayley. What an absolute obliteration of Alice Blight here. Don't get me wrong, Alice did put up a fight, but that was absolutely brutal. Hayley came to do one thing, and that was put Alice out of her misery, and that is what she's done here tonight. It took not more than 1, 2, 3 Danish Delights to do it. The first one, to her credit, Alice kicked out. Sorry, that was the second at this point, sorry. It's the third one where she lost, and look at that, she lost grip, and that fine woman's carrying, that's the third choke bomb. That's the first, sorry, that's the second choke bomb. I was incorrect, my apologies. That's the third one. These replays, so quick. Hayley with a solid win to her collection. So Alice Blight has done really well here, but the night belongs to Hayley Hamilton. She has potentially knocked Alice Blight back for the meantime. Only time will tell about that, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations to Hayley Hamilton. Job done. 1 down, 1 to go. Like I said, Brian Addams will be in action later tonight. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tugg Speedoman versus Apollo Gabriel. Apollo making his in-ring debut. Remember, we did see him on Sunday. Played his part in costing Fish and Chips at the Tag Team Championships. Tonight, though, Tugg will be looking to avenge his teammate, his friends. Tugg will be looking to avenge his friends in Fish and Chips. Can he do it? We're about to find out. So I'd probably go on record and say Tugg is possibly the fastest wrestler in SVW. He's certainly up there, certainly in contention.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Union from Puerto Rico, weighing in at 228 pounds, Speedoman!
So as we mentioned, Tugg Speedoman is from Puerto Rico, one of 2 wrestlers alongside Pokey Day, who is a member of the Uncanny Valley, alongside Tugg and Ethan Bates. This is singles action here tonight. However, Tugg and Apollo, it could lead to a tag title shot if Apollo Nation retain those titles later tonight. We'll find out if they actually do. But Tugg is ready for action, looking to get off the mark here tonight, as is Apollo Gabriel. Apollo with a smug smile.
Representing the nation from Lisbon, Portugal, weighing in at 234 pounds, Antonio Gabriel!
So remember, ladies and gentlemen, Apollo Gabriel, one of only 2 people from Portugal in SVW. So international flavour here in SVW at times. And as we say, this will be today. It'll be Puerto Rico versus Portugal. Remember, SVW will hold its World Cup tournament at the end of the year, starting just before Christmas. 16 men and 16 women will enter that tournament with the aim of being the best in the world. Literally, that's what it's about, and you win a nice little belt to go with it. So qualification matches you can expect to start in October, November time. But for now, Tugg and Apollo looking to get their first win. And I would say it was unexpected, but Apollo just attacked Tugg before the bell rung. We know Apollo likes to cheat. We know he likes to take shortcuts if he can get it. Nice moonsault by Tugg, but Apollo got his knees up. Tugg with the waist lock go behind, trying to wrestle Apollo. And it's working. For the moment anyway. And a waist lock takedown as well. Beautiful done by Tugg. And a knee to the face. This crowd are loving this here tonight. Like I say, all the fallout from Lockdown will be felt later in the show. Remember, a lot of the champions taking a rest here tonight before they return to action next week. Time to get some new faces on the board. Wait, what's this here by Apollo? Going for that uppercut to the back. And Apollo with a little... Apollo cocky here. Dancing. Mocking Tugg. I think Tugg might have something to say about that. So Apollo not rushing, taking his time. And Tugg here blocks whatever that was. Well, look at the springboard moonsault. Beautifully done by Tugg. I'd say he's that quick, he can hit those moves just like that. He's going to go for another, I think, here, but this one he missed. Apollo saw that coming. Irish whip. And a hip toss. Nice handstand drop kick here by Apollo. All in one motion, no wasted motion. He rolled back into position to take the next move as well. Apollo just so slick when he gets going. So he'll be looking to get a win here. Throws Tugg to the outside. Apollo might be about to fly here. Air Apollo, so to speak. Apollo's going to go over the top, and oh my god, Tugg moved out of the way. Apollo flat backing on that concrete floor. There is a little bit of padding there, but that's not going to help much. Apollo may be hurt here. And Tugg going for a moonsault of his own, but again, Apollo moved. Apollo's got Tugg in a waistlock, but elbowed out of it. And the countouts do count, but no one wants to win a match that way. That's Blue Thunder Bomb there by Apollo. He calls out the Portuguese Man of War actually when he hits it. Nice roll through the neck lock into a suplex, but Tugg's going to reverse it. Knee to the top of the skull. And Tugg throws Apollo. He's going to get back in the ring here. And look at this. Tugg is mocking him. He's like, come on then. Apollo may have stayed out there for a loss, but no, he didn't. Tugg may be looking for that spinning brainbuster. And what we call director's cut in SVW, that is one of Groucho Porks's signature moves. Remember, SVW wrestlers all trained each other before this company got up and running. That was one move that Tugg did learn. Oh, and Apollo over the top. It didn't look like he was close enough to the ropes for that, but he was. Tugg just clotheslined him out of the ring. And Tugg just leaps over like it's nothing, but just so quick, so agile. Roll away from Apollo. Kick to the ribs. Apollo might be looking for a gory bomb here. If he hits this on the outside, it could be very painful for Tugg. And he does! Oh! As I say, that'll need putting back into place by a chiropractor. Oh, Apollo puts Tugg back in. Apollo now, we know he can go up top if he needs to. He's pointing the gum fingers. So Apollo got in mind here. Off the rope with the drop kick. In for attempt, no hook of the leg. Only a 1 count. So ladies and gentlemen, we still have that triple threat match to come. That is next. Between Kirsty, Keane, Saber Fox and Emily Yamashita. The latter of the two making their debuts here tonight. Women Tugg with another moonsault into a reverse DDT with the elbow across the chest. Again, he didn't even get a run up, just sprung out of nowhere. It's just how dangerous Tugg can be. Look how quick he gets up on those top ropes as well. Tugg's going to go for a Phoenix Splash here, maybe. Apollo's not answering. Is that enough for Tugg? 1, 2. It is. Congratulations, Tugg Speedoman. What a way to win. Tugg with a phenomenal Phoenix Splash, but these high offense moves eventually took the toll on Apollo. There's a moonsault there. So Apollo hit. I think he was getting back into the match here with this gory bomb. So dropping Tugg on the back of his neck on the outside. And then Tugg in the ring. So springboard here out of nowhere. Completely caught Apollo off guard. Elbow to the chest, and I think that's what took Apollo out, because this is when Phoenix Splash. Yes, there's the Phoenix Splash.
Here is your winner, Speedoman!
Tugg living up to his name. Quick, very quick result here. Congratulations to Tugg. Apollo will have to go again next time. But a win for the Puerto Rican Playboy. I'm going to say Playboy, I mean video games. Congratulations, Tugg. You've earned it. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, as we mentioned a second ago, it is the debut of Emily Yamashita and Saber Fox. They will be taking on Kirsty Keane in a triple threat match. I can confirm that the winner of this match will get a shot at the SVW Pure Women's Championships later down the line. So there is actually stakes here tonight. That was a last minute decision from Stuart Keane. A lot of people accusing him of nepotism with his sister Kirsty Keane, but like I say, she's earned her shot whenever she's in a match like this. She's willing to learn the trade and earn it. She doesn't want to be gifted matches like this. But here comes Emily Yamashita. So
the following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Blade Runners from Tokyo, Japan, Emily Yamashita.
So Akira, who currently resides in Osaka, Japan, but like I said earlier, they are both from Tokyo, Japan, and that is where SVW Jenesis will air from in 3 weeks' time. So like I say, Emily and Akira going home for Jenesis. And what a way this would be if you can win your first match and earn a shot at the Pure Women's Championship. That is literally the case here for Emily and for Saber Fox. You see Emily, if you saw there, she got a knee brace on her right leg. She dislocated her knee in school years and years ago. So it could have been a constant issue for her, but like I say, yoga, meditation, time in the dojo, the Yamashita dojo.
From London, England, Kirsty King.
As we were saying, in the Yamashita dojo, time in there has helped her heal that knee. It's still a target though. She got a big old red target, literally a knee brace on her knee. But Kirsty Keane, say all night delight. She loves a bit of clubbing, this lady, and some music. So can confirm her music will soon be up on Frost Valentine's YouTube channel. If you haven't followed, the link is in the description below. SVW themes released there every couple of days. We're currently on rotation. The latest was Groucho Porks, and we also added Prim, Mad Mank, Chris Newton, Becky, and several others. Kirsty Keane is in the next batch of titles going up. The songs are very interesting, very good, very mixed, unique to each character. But here we go. We haven't seen Saber Fox before. She's making her debut here.
From the Czech Republic, Saber.
So Saber Fox from the Czech Republic. I mentioned about the World Cup earlier on. If they do qualify matches, it will be between people from the same countries, so England versus England, America versus America. At the moment, Saber Fox is uncontested. She is the only woman in the SVW roster from the Czech Republic, so she would get an automatic qualification if that was the case and she was fit and healthy at the time. So this is going to be a good match to watch. Got two high flyers and a striker. It's going to be absolute chaos at times, I can tell that already. Oh, running kick here by Saber to start. Misses. Kirsty Keane with the waist lock. Emily watching them fight. Nice facebuster. Emily, I think, was rounding up a roundhouse kick there. Kirsty stepped in, saw that coming. And the facebuster on Emily as well. This could be very entertaining to watch between these three. As Kirsty Keane did. Nice running knee, but Emily moved out of the way. Emily in the red, Kirsty in the blue and the pink. Saber in the light blue and yellow, or gold trim. Oh, and sledgehammer here by Saber and a drop kick by Kirsty. Saber didn't take any time. And a pop-up flapjack there by Kirsty. Look at that nip up. Great athleticism. Wait a minute, Saber coming off the rope with the drop kick of her own. This isn't a technical wrestling match, ladies and gentlemen. These ladies are going balls to the wall from the beginning. This is a kick. Emily with a punch. Or 4-1. Saber going for the suplex into the driver. So running kick. Again, Saber misses. That's twice she's tried that. So balls to the wall action from the beginning. That's what we like to see in SVW. Or maybe a rucksack jawbreaker here by Kirsty Keane. Yes, beautifully done. And a chop to Emily. That sledgehammer's been in play. And there's triple threat rules. There are no disqualifications. Pinfall attempt by Kirsty. Not even a 1 count. Saber here picks Kirsty up. Emily roundhouse kick missed. Saber with the drop kick. Or the enziguri, only just got Kirsty. Kirsty's had to roll out here. Kick by Emily into the moonsault maybe? No, the moonsault knees, but Saber moved. Right hand by Kirsty. Drop kick to the back. And Emily with a springboard Pele kick. These ladies just so quick. All three of them. Running kick again by Saber this time. She hit it. She glanced off Emily's forehead. Irish whip to the corner for Kirsty. Emily and nice snapmare by Emily. Emily with a running kick and now going for that springboard knees, and she did it. Sorry, the moonsault knees. She hit it this time. Kirsty's gone out to get a baseball bat. Breaks up whatever that was. Nice baseball bat to the head for Emily. Oh, look at these kicks here by Saber. Nice enziguri to finish it off. Saber's so quick. So agile. Nice head scissors. Emily, I think she nearly hit that baseball bat there. Kick by Saber. Emily will roll out for a breather. So we're going for a power bomb. Yes, high angle power bomb. This has been a phenomenal match so far. Elbow to the face. Into the corner. Oh. Emily here, look at this combination. Punches and kicks and chops. You know Emily's a striker. I'd say like her brother Akira. These two trained in the dojo. Oh, a chair shot to Kirsty Keane. And a chair shot to Emily. Emily somehow rode through it. How is Emily still standing? She just took a chair shot to the back of the head. Nice arm drag. Oh, I don't know what... Oh, super kick and Emily busted open. Ladies pulling out all the stops here tonight to make everyone bleed. Emily might have a serious head wound there. She needs to check. Nice super kick again by Saber. Takes Kirsty down. And we're in the Saber. If I know what she's going for here, the shooting star press. Thought she was going for the 450 rotation. Pinfall attempt on Emily. Kick out. She's got that 450 shooting star press in her arsenal. That's her finishing move. She might be looking for it here. There it is. And oh, Emily gets her knees up. Pulls out Saber air. Or air Saber, my apologies. And broken up here. This has been balls to the wall, as I said. It's been non-stop since the beginning. Emily going for the suplex. Saber blocked. And so we already had one women's match ended in bloodshed. Hayley earlier on taking on Alice Blight. We're going to hear two meetings of the mind. And you can see the blood on Emily's face. A brutal head wound. Kirsty missed that senton. Emily's backed out here, but she's still fighting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, kendo stick to the legs. And Kirsty whipped off the apron. Her legs taken out from under her and then whipped in the back of the head with that kendo stick. And a snapdragon suplex on the floor. Kirsty won't be getting up for a while. Nice moonsault attempt, but Kirsty did move. Now Saber's come in with a kendo stick. Kirsty going for a powerbomb, and Emily maybe going to powerbomb on that barricade. Oh my god. That'll bend your spine in unnatural ways. Kirsty into the barricade as well. These ladies relentless here tonight. Shooting star press. Standing shooting star press by Saber, using her abilities here. Her agility is off the chain. Emily going for a T-bone. You can't see much here, and Emily goes for that spin with the knees. Like I say, behind the barricade, the cameraman isn't down there at the moment. Kirsty with that face buster again. No, Emily blocked it. Roundhouse kick by Emily. And everyone laying into Kirsty at the same time. And now Kirsty with her own roundhouse kick. Took both Saber and Emily off their guard here. Snap there by Emily. Kirsty in. Oh, running knee by Emily, and that stops Kirsty in her tracks. What a match. So Emily's losing a lot of blood. Very, very concerning. Referee will be keeping an eye on that though. Saber got in mind here. Look at this, Saber maybe mocking Emily there. That's probably disrespectful. Running boot though. And that could make it even worse for Emily. Kirsty knocks Saber down. Into the corner. Emily motionless at the moment. Saber blocked that right hand by Kirsty. And a facebuster by Kirsty. Saber up. Super kick and a spin kick to Kirsty. Saber looking to go for the pin, and Emily's right there to break it up. This is a hell of a match so far. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still have Selina Weaver. Nice shoulder breaker there by Emily. We still have Selina Weaver versus Danielle Dynamite to come as well. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2. Ooh, Emily kicks out just. Saber's going to take Kirsty to the corner. What's Saber going to do? Runs in. Kick to the chest. Emily right there to stop Saber in her tracks though for whatever she was doing next. Emily with the elbow. The whole half of her face is covered in blood right now. Emily going for the power slam. Kirsty with the reversal into the DDT. And Emily rolls out again. I think she's having serious issues with that wound on her forehead. Facebuster by Kirsty. Kirsty taking her time, trying to maneuver Saber to something. Kendo stick is shot here, and the Kirsty takes it straight to the face. You heard that impact as well. When the Kirsty facebuster on Emily on the kendo stick. And Emily straight back up despite that. But Emily taking so much damage to the face. And another facebuster. And another kendo stick facebuster. Emily is in a bad way. Nice head scissors by Saber. Kirsty rolled onto that chair. And go for a chair shot. Emily taking so much damage here. A snap now on Saber. And look at how slowly she's moving. Couldn't even get the full power behind that kick. Oh, wait a minute. Super kick, spin kick. And Emily again taking a shot to the face. Saber into the corner. Emily's not moving at the moment. Referee might need to get in and check on her there, you know. Kirsty with a Saber into the corner, into the German. Throws her on top of Emily nearly. Emily's in a bad way here. Oh. Okay, gets Kirsty on the apron. Sorry, on the ropes. Puts a foot through her throat here. Saber going for the waistlock go behind. Emily blocks. Saber with it. Oh, and there's the enziguri. And again, Emily taking punishment to the face. That's it, that blood. And there it is. The blood is pouring onto that mat now. This is only a matter of time before Emily passes out. Look how much blood is pouring onto that on that canvas. So much damage to the face. Emily's face is a crimson mask at this point. Elbow to the face there. Emily's still fighting though. Give her some credit. Running knee. Can't afford. Women, that spin kick to the back. And so she can't afford to go down too many times with a head wound like this. But the blood is everywhere. Going for that T-bone suplex or half Nelson suplex. Saber's down for the moment. Saber's the one who's doing a lot of damage to Emily here. You can see the blood on the floor where Kirsty is. It wasn't Kirsty's blood, obviously that's Emily's. Roundhouse kick. Kick out. Kirsty with the elbow misses because Emily fell out the way. Super kick again to Emily's face, and Emily again is rolling out. There's blood everywhere. Emily is bleeding. She's profusely bleeding here. Referee's going to have to get in and do something about this. Baseball back to the back. Saber going to try and pin Kirsty here. Hook of the leg. I think that might be the first pinfall we've seen all evening. I could be wrong. There might be one or two, but this has been balls to the wall. So frantic. Emily back in. How is she still standing? Super kick attempt. Kirsty moved. Kirsty off the rope with the moonsault. Takes down Saber. So these ladies know what's at stake. A title shot for the Pure Women's Championship at some point. Emily with the snapmare. What's Emily going to do next? Spin. Oh, roundhouse kick. Kirsty saw it coming. It's Emily's finisher. One of them anyway. Kirsty with that facebuster again. It served her well in this match so far. Series of strikes. Another snapmare. Kick to the back. See all the blood on that canvas. It's all from Emily's head wound. Kirsty with the hook of the leg. Emily's going to be there to break it up though. I think that Saber may have been done there. Elbow to the face, but again Emily taking damage. And another face buster. Big red target literally on her forehead at this point. You see the welts appearing on her Saber's back. Remember Saber quite pale skin wise. Pale complexion. You can see those welts on her back. Emily. Poison Rana, no. Head scissors. Into this roll up. In for attempt, Kirsty breaks it up. What a match this is. We've seen a couple of Match of the Year candidates from the ladies already. This one is right up there, in my opinion. Kick to the ribs. Kirsty going for a powerbomb here. Oh, wait a minute. Saber rolls through. Hooks the arms with the legs. Emily's on the outside. There's blood everywhere, but Emily... Pinfall 2, 3. Saber Fox has won it. That came out of nowhere. What a match. Congratulations to Saber Fox. She wins her debut here. As I say, Emily Yamashita, how did she survive this match as long as she did? You see the blood on the replays. So at the end of that match, she was on the outside. There was blood everywhere. Strike after strike to the head. And the Saber there with the roll up. So Saber Fox will get a shot at the Pure Women's Championship at some point, but Emily Yamashita we might need to look into. She may be injured here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep you updated on her status. But congratulations to Saber Fox. She is our winner here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is the SVW Tag Team Championship Tournament Final rematch. However, I am getting news that something has happened in the back. We're just going to wait till we get that news, and then we can continue with the show. Bear with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been given some breaking news. We're going to go backstage, or we're going to go to the security office. They're going to show us some footage from backstage moments ago. Apparently, Alice Blight and Hayley Hamilton haven't finished their feud, and there's still a lot of animosity between. Oh my god, Hayley just run face first into the security office window. You saw the glass smash, and look, this is a savage attempt to sabotage Hayley by both members of the Acolytes. Stuart Keane said that Brian Addams better not lay his hands on him here tonight. But Hayley is fighting back to give her some credit, but despicable attempt by the Acolytes to take out Hayley Hamilton. Come on. It's 2-on-1. And it's backstage. Hayley apparently was headed to her car when this happened. And Brian Addams and Alice Blight are absolutely savaging Hayley Hamilton here. Sorry to show you the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. I do have it on authority that we are going to hear from Brian Addams now as well. Sorry for showing you these scenes. Let's go over there and see what's happening.
Every empire eventually fills itself with parasites. Performers willing to trade dignity for popularity, conviction for convenience. They smile, they beg, they seduce the crowd into believing they're heroes. But crowns are not awarded for being loved. They are seized by those willing to embrace the darkness others fear. You dare to call my wife Alice, the darkest but kindest soul, a harlot. Stuart Keane. I took out your chosen parasite and it was barely an inconvenience. Hayley had her moment in the sun tonight because you set Alice up for failure. But now, I'm sure we won't see her for some time. Remember this when the smoke clears and another body falls at your feet. Mandy or Kirsty or whoever you put in the firing line next. The sinful flesh never wins. They simply exist to make the victor look inevitable. And tonight, your professional duty won't allow you to put a hand on me. I will remain your YouTube TV champion. And there's nothing you or your bitch sister can do about it, is there? Choose your next move wisely, Stuart, because it might be the last thing you do.
What an absolutely pathetic promo from Bryan Addams. And what a despicable attempt to try and sabotage a woman in Hayley Hamilton. I know Alice Blight was involved, but this doesn't excuse it. Bryan Addams, I hope Stuart Keane reprimands you for this. I hope you suffer your punishment justly in your main event here tonight. Go back to professional mode now. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'd have absolutely no tolerance for this sort of behaviour. Speaking of controversial, ladies and gentlemen, this is the SVW Tag Team Championship rematch from Lockdown. Remember, Apollo Gabriel cost him Fish and Chips the match in the tournament finals. Therefore, Stuart Keane has given Fish and Chips another shot at winning these titles back. So here we go, let's go down to the ring.
Contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Tag Team Championship.
So Stuart Keane again, we all know this already after tonight's events. Not tolerant of any BS. If you interfere in a match, there will be repercussions. That is why this match is happening. Apollo cost him Fish and Chips on Sunday. And the Fish and Chips come very close. There was actually visible disappointment in the crowd when Fish and Chips didn't walk out as champions. So tonight, we're going to get a rematch of this. As you can hear by the reaction, very popular with this capacity crowd. Frankie Fish on the right there, from behind Charlie Chips on the left. Now they switch positions, so it'll be Frankie Fish on the left and Charlie Chips on the right. Like I say, this tag team tournament has been phenomenal. Some Match of the Year candidates in that tournament. Fish and Chips were included in one of them. Apollo Nation had a couple themselves. But they will not have Apollo Gabriel in their corner here tonight. Remember, we saw Apollo earlier taking on Tugg Speedoman, and he was unsuccessful in doing so. I can confirm that Apollo has asked for a rematch. And in the spirit of competition, it will be granted at some point. The Fish and Chips here ready for action. Like I say, they feel they got robbed. They did. Apollo Gabriel interfering in their match, giving the Apollo Nation the win. And like I say, congratulations to Apollo Nation, but there was a huge asterisk next to their win. So here they come. The SVW Tag Team, the inaugural SVW Tag Team Champions. And look at the swagger. The boos are ringing out already. And Mason Luther's smiling. You can see it on his face. He knows these fans do not like what they did at the pay-per-view. So on the record, it's cut and dry now. The Apollo Nation are the inaugural Tag Team Champions. That will not change. I'm an unbiased professional, but if it was me, Stuart Keane, I would have restarted the match. But we know we're hindered on pay-per-view, restricted by time. Obviously not fair to restart a match if there's two exhausted teams. So we're going to get a redo here with fresh teams and potentially another Match of the Year candidate. Let's see how this goes. The Apollo Nation's music sounds a little bit like sirens. Maybe the police are going to take them away for daylight robbery after last Sunday. And that is what it's all about. SVW Tag Team Championships. As I say, one of 2 title rematches here tonight.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 475 pounds, Frankie Fisher and Charlie Chip the Fabulous Truth.
Fish and Chips looking all business on their faces there.
At a combined weight of 452 pounds, the Tag Team Champions, Tough Man Terry Buck and Mason Luthor, the Nation.
So the Apollo Nation will hand over their titles, looking to hopefully take them back at the end of the match. So there'll be no shenanigans here tonight. Stuart Keane has said is if Apollo somehow makes his way to ringside, it will be an instant title change. He said the same about Brian Addams earlier tonight. If Brian puts his hands on him in his special referee capacity. Nice drop kick here to start with by Terry Tough. Stuart Keane, no nonsense. No tolerance for nonsense, should I say. Terry Tough. Oh, wait a minute, Charlie Chips playing the Apollo Nation game now, getting involved. Terry Tough taking down Frankie Fish. And moonsault off the ropes, beautifully done. And with Terry Tough and Apollo and Nathan, 2 count there by Terry Tough. Remember, Tough and Luther, they don't need Apollo Gabriel. They could have won this tournament off their own merit. The fact they felt they had to cheat is detrimental to their abilities, really. They got to the finals on their own. As we say, Apollo Nation led by Apollo. Apollo is their self-anointed leader. You feel like he takes advantage. Like I say, he wasn't involved in the tag tournament up until the final when he was about to get some glory. Nice belly-to-belly release here by Mason Luther. It just makes you wonder what the hierarchy's like in the Apollo Nation, but that's none of my business. I just work here. Charlie Chips with the Irish whip. Luther to the corner. And we still have Selina Weaver versus Danielle Dynamite to come. Oh, look at this move here by Fish and Chips. Beautifully done. That backpack launching codebreaker. Like I say, Selina Weaver taking on Danielle Dynamite. We also have the debut of Crystal Meth. Yes, as I said, that is her name. Taking on Ashley Owens. Owens obviously putting up a huge fight and earning some huge respect in the tag tournaments as part of Lashley with Indy Lashley. We still have that men's main event. Brian Addams versus Switch for the YouTube TV Championship. Stuart Keane as a special referee. And the Stigma and Nerviosa still to come as well. Nice axe handle. Pigeon full attempt by Frankie Fish, but Luther kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, SVW Jenesis live on July 19th. After lockdown, hopefully we can continue the performances with our pay-per-views. It was a solid show. Thank you for all who decided to come and watch, who bought tickets. Thank you to the wrestlers for making it a phenomenal show. It was definitely a night to remember for everyone at SVW. Right hand by Luther. Frankie Fish with a kick of his own. And Frankie Fish maybe looking for a powerbomb here. He is. So they know what's on the line here. Apollo Nation have to retain. Fish and Chips can walk away as your champions here tonight. Remember, it has to happen by pinfall or submission. Countouts or disqualifications do not count. Which makes me wonder if Mason Luther, Luther and Tough have been given instructions to get disqualified. So it wouldn't be surprised if Apollo's put that in their head. He knows all the tricks. Elbow by Fish. Sorry, by Chips. I say at the moment, Brian Addams is walking a tight rope, a thin line, whatever you want to call it, whatever analogy you want, with Stuart Keane. Not only did he defy Stuart Keane multiple times, which led to Stuart Keane's impassioned promo at the beginning of the show, but he attacked Hayley Hamilton moments ago, along with Alice Blight. Yes, Alice was involved, but the fact that Brian Addams decided to get involved in that and put his hands on another woman, absolutely despicable. We saw it with Nerviosa on Morgan Lovecraft last week. We have had a referee overhaul because of that. Hopefully Hayley Hamilton has been taken to a hospital. Hopefully she's okay. She did get rammed into a glass window. Hopefully there's no glass embedded anywhere, especially in the eyes because she hit head first. We'll keep you posted on updates for Hayley Hamilton. Kick to the back here by Fish. And so you can bet Stuart Keane will have something to say about that in the main event. Leg drop here. But misses. Luther moved out of the way. I did have a chance to speak to Stuart Keane earlier before the show. He said in that match he will be impartial. He will call it fair down the middle. He is literally there to make sure that Brian Addams does not cheat. Oh, spike pole driver there by the Apollo Nation. That is a very dangerous move. Frankie Fish somehow up. Tries the uppercut, blocked. And Terry Tough with the tough enough. That spinning facebuster. I saw him a few times at the pay-per-view. Tough with the suplex maybe, into a driver, Falcon Arrow. Springboard and a clothesline, executed well. Referee out of position, 1, 2. Oh, Fish only just kicked out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 5 of SVW Sanctum. Thank you all for watching. Also like to thank you all for watching the last 4 episodes. This has been an absolute journey on YouTube. This sidewalk slam by Frankie Fish. It was always a dicey journey for SVW. Stuart Keane put a lot of effort into it. Took him years to bring it to fruition on YouTube. There was the legalities, copyright. Obviously, we had to get our own music, which we did, thanks to the amazing, talented Frost Valentine. Remember, every theme song you hear on the show tonight or in the future. And there is that backpack code breaker again. As I was saying, every song you hear on this show tonight is performed by Frost and friends of hers. Special guests in the male vocals some of the times. She does all the female vocal led songs. And Frost Valentine is available on Spotify now. There will be a post going up about that later in the main event. But yes, you can now listen to your favourite SVW themes on YouTube and coming soon to Spotify. So keep an eye out for that. If you go to Frost Valentine on YouTube, on your favourite musical providers, Spotify or iTunes, Apple Music, whatever you listen to, you should be able to find her on there. Give her a follow, like, subscribe, keep notified, and when those songs drop, you will be the first to know. I can confirm the first edition of SVW Music is in the works. It will be out in the next couple of weeks. Here we go, back to the business. Irish whip. And so we've got a couple of debuts here tonight. A couple of successful so far. Saber Fox, very impressive. Oh, Frankie Fish washing Tough's face across that top rope. It's enough to blister the skin. Oh, wait a minute, Tough's up. Frankie Fish can't believe what he just saw. Thought he had him down. Here's a tag. Mason Luther's going to be used as a projectile here, yes. Flying forearm, or shoulder block, shall we say. Mason Luther with the Irish whip. Nope, reversal. Kick to the ribs, and another face wash. You see Mason Luther, his arms are flailing about there in pain. Into the corner, no reversal. So, Fish and Chips haven't managed to get off many tag team moves here tonight. Because they're always reversing them into those corners. And wait a minute, buckle bomb here by Luther. That'll ring your bell. Put your back out of joint if you're not careful. Pinfall attempt, but Chips breaks it up. Luther tried to kick Chips there, but he failed. Irish whip. What's Luther going to do next? Tags in Tough. Women are hanging him up here, and Tough's going to axe handle in that spinal area. Oof. It's a simple move that's so dangerous. Tough avoiding whatever Luther was going to do there. Power slam. Sorry, whatever Fish was going to do there. Power slam by Fish. And again, another Irish whip. Fish just can't get Tough into that corner for a tag move. Irish whip. Into the... Oh, forearm into the corner. Kick to the ribs. Oh no, stiff headbutt by Frankie Fish. Fish has had enough. He's going to tag in Charlie Chips here. Elbow by Chips. The elevation he got on that. Let's not go behind. Stops Tough from tagging. Irish whip silly at the moment. Everyone's doing it in all the time they can. Stiff right hand by Charlie Chips, and you can see him shake his fist there. I think he hurt himself. May have a bruised knuckle there. Or Tough might have a bruised face. Clothesline by Tough. Oh, jumping cutter by Tough. Here comes Luther. Oh, running knee. And Luther with a complete shot. This move has won him matches already. Get him into this, and look at that, Chips is immediately in. He knows what danger Fish was in. And again, Luther trying to grab Charlie Chips, but fails. Runs in, and there's the Tough enough again. And if I know what Tough is up to in a moment. No, I think he was trying for it, but Fish had other ideas. And there's another face wash. Fish relying on that move tonight, that's for sure. Kick to the ribs. Fish going for another power bomb. And he hits it, middle of the ring. No pin though. There's a tag. Charlie Chips going for a DDT on Tough. And going for the pinfall as well. One and a kick out. It's not pinfalls by Fish and Chips, but they're doing the damage. They're wearing them down slowly. Nice reversal there though. Tough with the reverse DDT. This crowd are very on tentative hooks at the moment. They're very wary that Fish and Chips could lose again. Oh, nice nip up by Tough into an enziguri. No wasted motion. The athleticism of some of these wrestlers still astounds me to this day. I see this every day in the training centre. It never becomes boring to watch. Off the ropes, Charlie Chips, drop kick by Tough. It's Tough lying up here. Tough. Well, wait a minute, he was going for a code breaker, I think. Chips reversed it into a atomic drop. Forearm by Tough. Shoulder block. Charlie Chips waiting. He's going to let Tough tag. Okay. That was certainly a decision. Luther with the fireman's carry into the Samoan drop. So Luther so powerful. Oh, and Frankie Fish knocks Luther off the apron. So Fish and Chips are trying to play Apollo Nations game here tonight, cheating a little bit. All's fair in love and war. Luther with Charlie Chips. Now Luther into the ring. Reversal by Chips. Oh, Luther went for the punt there, or penalty kick. And the stun. Oh, the GTS. Or the GTS 18 by Charlie Chips. Kick out by Luther. On a 1 count as well. Luther just got adrenaline running through his body. If you're tag team champions, you kick out whenever you can. Oh, spinebuster by Luther. Solidly done as well. There's a tag. Tag team champions working good as a unit. Not to say Fish and Chips aren't. And there it is, a Tough Enough again. So Tough is always lining up the... I don't want to say it because he might not be able to get it here, but the Tough Titties is normally the move he works up for here. And I think that's what he's going for now. Yes, that power slam position, and we've seen it before. That leg drop off the top rope. He's looking for the Tough Titties, and I think Charlie Chips is going to get caught here. No, Chips reversed it into a power bomb. Very English slang, despite Tough being American. Tough Titties means tough luck. No way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the spine buster, the battered sausage by Frankie Fish. Is that enough? Wait a minute, Luther's getting back in here. Breaks it up. Here's a tag. Punch to the ribs. Reversal into the corner. It's very difficult to see who's going to win this match. It's been back and forth. We're nearly at the 20-minute mark as well. Tag team matches generally do this in SVW. Into the corner as goes Chips. We've seen this again. We've seen this by Tough before. That springboard backward to leg drop across the throat. Charlie Chips rolls out. And now Frankie Fish, now Fish and Chips are ambushing Terry Tough. Stomp on the face. Frankie, I don't know what Chips was trying for there. Slamming Tough's head into the net, into the mat. Remember, they need to win this in the ring. Charlie Chips is just unleashing on Terry Tough here. You cannot win the tag titles by a count out. Takedown here, and look at this. Charlie Chips is getting emotionally involved here. I think he's losing his temper, and we might be about to see a count out, but the Fish and Chips, they cannot win the title this way. What is Charlie Chips doing? They've won it. It's a count out win for Fish and Chips, but they cannot win the titles by count out. What was Charlie Chips thinking? I mean, that does level their series at 1 apiece. Maybe there's a rubber match down the line. That'd be down to Stuart Keane. But Frankie Fish, I think he would have had it if he'd got Terry Tough back in the ring. There's the battered sausage, that sit-down spine buster. Well, Charlie Chips here was watching Terry Tough get counted out, and the crowd loved the response. They won. But they aren't the tag champs. Nonetheless, a win. Nonetheless, the win is a win. Frankie Fish and Charlie Chips will pick up a win here. Back on winning terms. Congratulations, but they will not be tag team champions here tonight. Maybe in the future. Congratulations nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is Selina Weaver versus Danielle Whitney. We've seen both of these ladies in action in multiple matches. We haven't seen them in one-on-one action yet though, so this is going to happen right now, and this should be a very, very interesting match. Remember, we still have a lot more to bring you in relation to tonight. However, this is a chance for Selina and Whitney to show off what they were capable of. So let's go down to the ring. So here comes Selina Weaver, the Silent Samurai.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, Selina Weaver!
So we haven't seen Weaver since her debut match, which was on the opening Sanctum show. Remember, she was in that Battle Royal for the SVW Pure Women's Championship. Haven't seen her since. Very confident, very able here. She's very quick, solid striker. Can brawl with the best of them. Like I say, don't let her beauty fool you. She could destroy people in a million different ways. And here comes Danielle Whitney from Spain. Danielle Whitney, like I say, one of four members of the roster who are from Spain. The only female member. We mentioned that on her previous matches. This woman can fly with the best of them. After seeing Saber Fox earlier tonight, her versus Danielle Whitney would be a phenomenal match. I don't make requests very often. Keane, if you can make that match happen at some point in the future, I'll be very grateful. I think these fans would as well. Danielle Whitney into the ring in her extravagant way that she does. Danielle Whitney can fly with the best of them. She's got such an unorthodox wrestling style. Some of the moves I've seen her do, you wouldn't believe that she could do them, or anyone could do them. The human body is physically possible of doing it, but she has defied the odds and gravity, and we're going to get to see what she can do against Selina here tonight. Selina, don't mark her off. A running boot here by Danielle. No lingering, and look at that leg drop halfway across the ring. This is what I meant about that unorthodox offense. Kick to the back. Danielle's lining something up already from the corner. What's she got in mind here? Runs in, goes for the drop kick, but Selina blocks it. Saw that coming. Selina with a moonsault of her own. Oh, onto the knees. Counter after counter at the moment. Nice roundhouse kick. Nice slap. Reverse DDT. Remember, both of the women's matches so far tonight have ended in bloodshed. It looks like it may continue here tonight. We'll find out in due course. These ladies go hard when they wrestle properly. Running knee here by Selina. Axe handle. I say Emily Yamashita bleeding heavily in her match earlier. Oh, pinfall attempt here already by Selina. One, and a kick out. And remember Hayley Hamilton busting open Alice Blight in that brutal confrontation earlier tonight. Obviously Alice and the Acolytes. Oh, and there's a super kick, and as we were just saying about the bloodshed, Selina is busted open here. Danielle Whitney's those kicks are so lethal. What she can do with those boots. Well, the Irish whip into the barricade goes Selina. And Danielle Whitney slamming Selina's head into the mat. That blood on that busted head becoming a huge target now. And Danielle wrapping her fires round, but Selina works out of it. Selina with those unique trousers that she wears. So only displaying partial leg tattoos. Selina has some intricate work done. Also on her chest she has a scorpion symbols. Danielle was in. Looking for a count out maybe. Selina going to get back in. She does. Danielle Whitney. Oh, head scissors. Going for that spin. Again. That sort of offense. What does it do to someone? It throws them off guard. Dragon screw. Selina with the moonsault. This time she hits it. Pinfall attempt. And a kick out. So Selina is bleeding. We don't know the extent just yet. She seems to be moving okay though. What's Selina doing? She's in and out of the ring here. Very undecided what she's doing. I think Danielle might be going for a DDT off the apron. There she is. Oh! Again, focusing on that head wound. What's Danielle Whitney going to mind here? There's no way she's going to jump from there. No, she changed her mind. Running punk kick. Selina's up. Oh, running knee. Danielle sidelined by that knee. Whitney into the ring. Selina in control at the moment. Oh, and a kick. Did you hear that impact? Oh, wait a minute. Went for the moonsault. Didn't get all of it, but the boot hit Danielle on the top of the skull as she came down. Selina might be a little bit discombobulated with that head wound. Might be throwing her measurements off a little bit. Suplex by Whitney. Beautiful suplex. Selina back in. Right hand by Whitney. Elbow. Back and forth between these two ladies. Remember, Selina is based in the UK, but she has got Japanese heritage in her. She's also Italian. Unique combination. Not many female wrestlers have that combination. I can think of one other. He's very popular in a huge wrestling company. That sort of ethnicity, very unique, very rare. Oh, went for the kick. Selina ducked it. And another kick. This time Selina doesn't duck it. But she gets up anyway. These ladies trying to trade kicks and knees. Elbow by Danielle Whitney. And Whitney stands on Selina and going for that moonsault. Selina gets her knees up. This has been back and forth from the beginning. Look at this combination by Selina. Running knees. Selina is very aware, very able of doing stuff like that. Going for a attempt from Whitney. Going to get a 1 count when he kicks out. An Irish whip here. Reversal. Selina off the rope. Elbow by Danielle. And then telling Selina to get up. And off the rope with the... Whitney goes for the avalanche cutter there, but no one home. Selina with the leg. Oh, the splits. Running knee. Danielle saw that coming this time. Selina missed with that cutter. So taking her time now. What's she lining up here? She's trying to get her trajectory right. You can see what Danielle's... You can see it in her eyes. She's working something out. And there it is. A spring handball. The handspring elbow. And that normally leads to the 450 splash off the bottom. There it is. That takes a lot of ability and a lot of agility to do that. In for attempt. 1, 2. Kick out by Selina. And we're going for the leg. Going with Selina with the enziguri. Selina lining up here. Danielle on the ropes. And another right hand. Danielle to the outside. Oh, Selina with the springboard. Completely crashed there. She missed altogether. And then this is Danielle's territory. She knows what she's doing with these sort of moves. She knows how to avoid them as well. Oh, kick to the head. And Selina, Danielle's a little bit out of the way here. What's Selina looking for here? There's no way she's going to do what I think she's going to do. Oh my god! The Meteora off the top rope, across the steel steps, into the corner barricade. That takes some mobility, and Selina has absolutely destroyed Danielle with that move. Danielle's not moving. So it takes a lot of technique to land like that from that sort of height. Oh, wait a minute. There's that crosshatch kick. Is that enough? 1, 2. It is. That crosshatch kick. She calls that the Samurai's Code. What a move that was, and what a match that was. For that leg drop. That was early in the match. That was like the 4th move. And there's a moonsault here by Selina. These ladies went all out here tonight. Danielle with a handspring elbow here. To replay that 450 splash off the bottom rope. Will the replay show that Meteora off the top rope? Because that is what basically put the end on this match. Congratulations to Selina Weaver. Danielle has nothing to be ashamed of here. No, they're not going to show the Meteora, but they are going to show that crosshatch double roundhouse. The Samurai's Code. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to Selina. Gets a win in the win column. You can see the wall wounds here. The blood on her forehead. So just another day's business here for Selina. So with Selina with Japanese heritage, she'll be looking forward to going to Jenesis and showing what she can do as well. Well done, Selina. You deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our SVW champion to get some revenge. Nerviosa and Casa del Adelante attacking Morgan Lovecraft during the match last week. Stigma Uso returned to the arena and attack Nerviosa in the car park. Tonight they get to do a legit match in the ring. But they aren't going to be alone. Let's see how this gets on. So Casa del Adelante led to the ring by Zarya.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the cartel from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 345 pounds, Newspack!
So Zarya leading Casa del Adelante to the ring. Nerviosa, the tallest man in SVW, at 7 foot tall, is their enforcer. He normally wears a suit, but while he's in the ring, he comes out in a mask and boiler suit. You can see him, their bond, the Casa del Adelante bond. There's no doubt about it. They are as close knit as you can be. Zarya has brought together a very unique team here. However, it doesn't excuse their actions last week. Zarya one-on-one with Morgan Lovecraft. Nerviosa ramming Morgan Lovecraft into the steel steps. So Stigma returned after his seeing Morgan in the hospital and attacked Nerviosa in the car park. So now they're going to get to go one-on-one. Then after this, it's main event time, baby. However, there's one major difference between last week and this week, and that is that Stigma is now our SVW champion. And he won the Lockdown Chamber along with Prim. They are the two headline champions in SVW right now. Stigma coming to the ring with Morgan Lovecraft in tow. Morgan isn't 100%.
From Aberdeen, Scotland, weighing in at 260 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Punisher.
So Stigma is 6'4". And he's 260 pounds. He's still giving up about 80 pounds of weight to Stigma. To Nerviosa. Remember, Morgan Lovecraft not 100% fit at the moment. She's not medically cleared. However, it doesn't matter. She said she's going to be here regardless. She knew Casa del Adelante would come into ringside, so she's coming to Stigma's aid. And there's that SVW Championship, the biggest prize in this company. Stigma, the inaugural SVW champion. And like I say, he won it in that lockdown chamber. Hard fought lockdown chamber, last eliminating Viper. As I say, Viper came so close to winning that title. And ladies and gentlemen, a bit of the news, I've just had it confirmed that with Jenesis on the horizon, matches need to be determined. I can confirm that Prim has got her challenger for Jenesis, and it will be Selina Weaver, of all people. Oh, nice headlock DDT here by... headlock driver by Stigma. And Stigma off the ropes with the whisper in the wind. So there's our first match for Jenesis, our women's main event. It'll be Prim, the Viking, versus Selina Weaver for the SVW Women's Championship. Stigma with a clothesline, or more of an STO. He will be keeping an eye on proceedings at ringside, though, with 3 members of Casa del Adelante on the outside. Big splash by Stigma. Hooks that leg. 2 count already. SVW champion not tolerating any nonsense. Going for that arm breaker. Oh, camera glitched a little bit there. Stigma can't allow himself to get emotionally involved here. He can't let Casa del Adelante distract him. Unfortunately, he's letting it happen. Went for a super kick. Nervioso avoided it. Nervioso with some kicks of his own. Forearm to the back, and a normal man would have broken down there. Stig was not your normal man, though. There's no way Nervioso. Oh, he springboarded for a forearm. This is a 345-pound man. Just springboarding like he weighs nothing. And you know Zaria's proud that she's collated this team, this unit, this faction, whatever you want to call them. Wait, where's Stigma going? He's paying attention to Casa del Adelante. He can't afford to do that. He's getting the steel steps. There's no way Stigma's going to get disqualified. He's throwing them at Casa del Adelante. Oh, and he's taking down Zaria. And Knock and Solace. And Nervioso's not going to allow that. Like I say, all's fair in love and war. We can't condone man-on-woman violence, but it happened for Casa del Adelante. Wait a minute, here comes Morgan Lovecraft. She's not going to stand for this. Super kick to Zaria. And another to take Zaria down. This referee's going to lose control if he's not careful. Morgan's strangling Zaria here. Morgan's not focused on anyone other than Zaria. Into the barricade goes Zaria. Morgan needs to be careful. She's not involved in this match. She can get disqualified for this. Oh, ejected, should I say. Super kick. Takes out Solace. And Morgan has been ejected. Referee's thrown her out of here. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, Morgan's defending herself. Last week, nothing. This referee's at least doing his job here. Elbow to the face. Stigma realising Morgan's ejected. It's 1 versus 4 here, technically. Oh, wait a minute. And Nervioso with a face slam. A huge face slam. And 7 foot in the air. Well, he's going to put his feet on the ropes, but Stigma kicks out. A running boot as well. And punches here by Nervioso. Rabbit punches to the side of the skull. Referee trying to fix his turnbuckle. I didn't see when that was pulled off. I'm assuming one of the Casa members did that. Nervioso stomping on Stigma's hand. Look, if Stigma can't use his arms, he can't hit his finisher. Remember, Stigma's up. A series of kicks. And another headlock driver. Planting Nervioso head first, standing on a headstand. Nice jawbreaker though. STO of his own from Nervioso. And Stigma straight back up. Super kick. Nervioso caught it. Going for a capture suplex. Now into a choke bomb, and the height he got on that. Stigma's still fighting back. Well, Nervioso looking for that suplex power bomb. If he hits that, it's over. Stigma's reversed it. Oh, wait a minute. The dead reckoning. Sorry, the dead to rights. Let me get it right. Stigma just hit the dead to rights spinning neck breaker. Goes for the elbow, but misses. Nervioso with the Irish whip. Boot by Nervioso. Using his power and strength and size to his advantage. Goes in with a leg drop, but misses. Nervioso, here come those kicks. Sorry, the Stigma. Here come those kicks and a forearm to the face. And the Stigma doesn't know his opponent for SVW Jenesis yet. I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of weeks. Wait a minute, what's Solace doing in here? I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of weeks. Stuart Keane knows what he's planning. And the Stigma over the ropes. He may have hit the edge of those steel steps. Remember, the top half's been pulled off by him. Nervioso removing that turnbuckle again. Referee going back to put it back in. Look at the strength of Stigma. Just picked up Nervioso for a slam. Where's Nervioso going here? Nervioso super kick to Zaria. And to Solace. Well, they're getting involved in his match. And to Knock as well. And Zaria again. And Solace again. Oh my god, it's a super kick party out here. Stigma's unleashing super kicks on all members of Casa del Adelante. This crowd loved that. Again, I don't condone man or woman violence, but these women are interjecting themselves in this match. Stigma trying to back them off, and another super kick to knock. And an elbow drop. Stigma needs to be careful here. Get counted out if he's not careful. Stigma back in. Oh, forearm. Oh, wait a minute, that could cost him the match. Nervioso. Oh, the Abyss backbreaker. 1, 2. Kick out by Stigma. I'll say when you fall from that height into those shoulders, can you do some damage? Wait, we go for that suplex powerbomb again, but no. Stigma reverses it again. Stigma with the chop block. The SVW champion holding his own against this behemoth of a man. Kick to the ribs. No, misses. Away with a choke slam. Big Stigma might elbow his way out. He has. Spin kick blocked. That spinning bicycle kick. Another STO. Nervioso, a huge, big man here. The first man to feature in our SVW intro for Sanctum. Oh my god! Military press into a choke slam. And Stigma just looked like a ragdoll then. For a man that big to fly like that. Insane. Stigma to the corner. Nervioso runs in with the... Oh, into the back first, into the ropes. Stigma's going to take advantage. Can he hit the crucifix bomb? He can. Look at the strength of Stigma. Oh my god. He's pulling him away from the ropes. Those long legs of Nervioso can potentially get him a rope break. Stigma's not stupid. 1, 2. And our SVW champion has won it here. A solid effort from Nervioso. I say Stigma tried not to let the Casserad distract him, but it didn't work because he went on a super kick rampage at one point. And it nearly cost him the match right here. Look, walked straight into that Abyss backbreaker. If Nervioso had pinned the SVW champion here, he would have had a claim to that title. But Stigma was ready to kick out. Like I said, this is where it costs Nervioso. All 340 pounds into that turnbuckle. Stigma used it to his advantage into a crucifix powerbomb. And the Stigma picked up the huge win over a huge man. Congratulations to Stigma.
Here is your winner,
So Stigma looks to the corner there for Morgan. Obviously he knows Morgan's not there anymore. I bet Morgan's at backstage cheering him on. The love of his life. Like I said, this whole match happened because of Nervioso attacking her last week. I think he's got his redemption. Well, only time will tell if this will continue. So congratulations to our SVW champion Stigma with the win here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. Our women's main event will feature the debut of Crystal Meth taking on Ashley Owens. Owens put up a solid effort in the Tag Team Championship tournament over the last few weeks. Tonight she goes one-on-one with a debuting Irish badass. Let's see how this goes. Mr. Meth, very unorthodox, but we're about to see what she can bring to the ring. Let's go down to the ring. One thing we know about Crystal is that she frequents Irish bars. She likes a drink or two, or three.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Legacy, Ashley Owens.
We know Ashley's a bit of a party girl. We know she can put a few drinks away. Her age obviously beneficial. She's only 21. She's got such a bright future here in SVW. Could be a tough task here tonight against the unknown Crystal. So Crystal's name very controversial, but she wouldn't want it any other way. And so from the down and dirty streets of Ireland, Crystal will be looking to get a win here on her debut, but she's got to go for a very game Ashley Owens to do it. This is our women's main event of the evening. And we've still got that special referee match to come for the YouTube TV Championship. And here comes Crystal Meth.
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Crystal.
The confidence is oozing off her. Crystal making her way to the ring, dressed in the colours of her country. Green in the outfit and orange in the hair. Very fiery redhead here. Two redheads debut tonight. Obviously Saber Fox was the other. It's Irish folk music, rock music, the Pogues. Very popular in Crystal's household. But one thing we know about this woman is she can wrestle. There's a few wrestlers in the company that qualify as this, but Crystal was one of the top 5 most competed for wrestlers on the free agency market when we signed her. We had to pay a lot of money to get her here today, and we're about to find out why. If you've never seen her wrestle, I have. You're in for a treat. And there's a spinning bicycle kick straight off the box, and then a moonsault off of the bottom rope. It's taking Ashley by surprise here. Crystal, what's she lining up for? Crystal off the corner, runs in with a running kick, but Ashley blocked it, or avoided it, shall we say. Oh, super kick. That running kick, when she hits it, she calls it the Pogue kick, not the Bro kick. So, named after one of her favourite bands. Nice neck breaker by Ashley. Ireland versus Australia here. Should be a decent match. Off the ropes. Drop down there. And a nice hip toss. Just had one of the crowd say needing punishment here. And a headbutt. Jumping headbutt by Crystal. Crystal runs out the corner with a sling blade. Rolls through with a drop kick as well. She's got those big boots on too. It's going to do a lot of damage. Stomp to the face. And a moonsault. Oh, a diving coffin drop off the middle rope. This is Crystal is getting a bit of a flow running here. And there's that Pogue kick. Absolutely levelling Ashley Owens. Owens needs to be careful here. Oh, jawbreaker. She's not out of this yet. We're going to get a back and forth here maybe. Owens very solid in the tag team tournament. Her and Lashley did really well. I'm sure we'll see them in tag team action again soon. But Ashley Owens is trading blows here with an Irish brawler. I'm not sure if that's sensible or not. But she's holding her own. Chops galore here. More chops in a pork factory right now. Oh, what a right-handed thing. Oh no, they're still going. Oh, wait a minute, they're just going to duke it out. It's like a Belfast brawl. One too many bevies between the two of them. Oh, and a back fist. That was out of nowhere. Owens might be out. 1, 2. No, she kicks out. That was quite the sequence there, ladies and gentlemen. Goes for the stomp. Owens with a waistlock go behind. Elbow by Crystal. Elbow by Owens. Clothesline. So trying to sneak a pin out of this. 1 kick out. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, SVW Jenesis a couple of weeks away. Wrestlers trying to put their stamp on, get a match on that card. We know one match already, which we'll come back to in a second. Off the ropes several times here. Owens is back Crystal to the ropes. Oh, kicks her in the leg. And look at this. Owens leaning, Crystal leaning on the ropes. And look at these knees by Owens. Oh. Crowd playing to this crowd a little bit here. Oh, wait a minute, another jumping headbutt. And this time, it busts Owens open. Ladies and gentlemen, all of the women's matches tonight have resulted in bloodshed so far. Nice running knee. Crystal saying this is the end. Oh, wait a minute, no. Owens has something to say about that. Punch to the head and a super kick. Into the corner goes Crystal. You see the blood dripping down Owens' face. Running knee. Right hand. Owens, oh no, ducked by Crystal on a clothesline. Crystal off the rope with the moonsault, overshot. Well, she undershot that because Owens moved out of the way. Owens off the ropes with the axe handle to the back. Again, trying to scoop the pin on Crystal. Crystal kicks out. It's been a very impressive debut for Crystal. Very unique offense. As I said that at the beginning. We've seen her wrestle. We know what she's capable of. So there's a reason she was one of the most top 5 competed for wrestlers when we signed her. Crystal, wait a minute. Oh, look at that move. Look at that avoidance. Beautiful rotation kick off the ropes. Okay, Owens missed. Wait a minute. Here comes Crystal, and she calls this the filthy shillelagh. That butterfly underhook facebuster 2. It's over. Congratulations to Crystal. Impressive debut. Look at this here. DDT here by Owens. I think the camera cut away when that move happened. I do apologise. There's the running knee. We saw that. Owens busted open at that point. Owens nearly had the win here. In the end, though, it was the filthy shillelagh. So the underhook facebuster. Crystal picks up a huge win here on her debut. Ashley Owens had to put a valiant effort in, to be honest. So Crystal with a win on her debut. Well done, Crystal. Congratulations. I cannot wait to see this woman go up against other wrestlers in this company. Just think of the dream matches. But for now, she's going to relish in this win. Ashley Owens, like I said, nothing to be ashamed of here. She put in a solid effort. Provocative there by Crystal. She knows what she's doing. Congratulations to Crystal Meth, but ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more match for you tonight, and this one doesn't need an introduction. It's been going on all day. Brian Addams pissing off the general manager Stuart Keane to the point that Stuart Keane has put himself into this match as a special referee. Remember at the pay-per-view, Brian Addams attacking Switch before the match, giving him an unfair advantage. So here tonight, Stuart Keane has put Switch into protection before the match, and he will be the referee here to make sure nothing untoward happens. Stuart Keane has said he will call this down the middle.
Special referee match, and is for the Television Championship.
Stuart Keane has said he can keep his emotions in check. Whether or not that will happen, we're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go into promotion mode here. We don't do this often.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, Stuart Keane.
So here comes our general manager, Stuart Keane, played to the ring by the Black Lung of the Soul, the third track from the debut album of Frost Valentine, which is now available on Spotify and all popular streaming services. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what Frost Valentine brings to SVW, wait till you see what she can do with her own music. Like I say, this song, generously lent to Stuart Keane by Frost. Her debut album, Echoes of a Broken Mind, is now available on all good streaming services. Remember, SVW Music will be making their way to those platforms soon as well. So if you want to hear that music, drop her a follow, go and subscribe, all that good jazz on YouTube, Spotify, everything. You will not be sorry. Stuart Keane looking ready here, looking very dapper in his referee outfit. So here comes the number one contender. Like I say, during the match at the pay-per-view, we looked at the wounds on his face and his neck and his back. We thought something had happened to him and that we were right. He was attacked backstage before the match. Switch put up a valiant effort but was still unable to win. Now Stuart Keane found out he made this decision to make this match here tonight. And he will be here to legalize everything that happens. The switch has been locked away up until today. Or for the rest of the show, so Brian Addams couldn't get a hold of him. Switch looks a lot better. No wounds. He's healed nicely. And you can bet he'll be gunning for Brian Addams here tonight. Switch making his way to the ring. Can he become the second SVW YouTube TV champion? Can he be the first man to dethrone a champion at SVW? We're going to know very shortly. As we say, Brian Addams, despite his actions, can never be taken for granted. A very solid competitor. There's a reason he's YouTube TV champion, apart from the cheating. Like I say, Stuart Keane and Brian Addams going back and forth. Going back and forth today. Brian Addams attacking Hayley Hamilton. I can confirm Hayley is stable. She is fine. She's not injured. Thankfully, no glass was in her eyes or embedded in her skin. So Hayley is healing nicely. But you can bet Stuart Keane's going to have that in mind tonight when he's in the ring with Brian Addams. I see Brian Addams and Alice Blight. Not making any friends here at SVW, but they're not here to do that anyway. We know that. We heard that promo earlier from Brian Addams calling Stuart Keane's sister a bitch. Pardon my French. Don't know if that's a wise idea. I can confirm Kirsty Keane will get a match against Alice Blight at some point. But for now, we've got this main event to worry about. And here comes our YouTube TV champion. The man that Stuart Keane absolutely despises, but has to be professional about. Brian Addams. So Brian Addams making his way to the ring. I can confirm whoever wins this match will defend the YouTube TV Championship at SVW Jenesis. And next week we will determine the number one contender for that match in a fatal four-way. Opponents are yet to be determined. But as I say, we're moving quickly. Our next pay-per-view is only 3 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. And as we mentioned earlier, Prim will defend her women's championship against none other than Selina Weaver. And we've also just had it announced as well that Emily Yamashita will face off against Pokey Day for the Pure Women's Championship at Jenesis as well. So these matches are flying out thick and fast.
Weighing in at 228 pounds,
Emily Yamashita earlier obviously bloodied and battered. Putting in a hell of a performance.
weighing in at 256 pounds, the television champion, Brian Addams.
So Brian Addams, again, looking unfazed here, but we know that Stuart Keane has controlled the narrative here tonight. And look at this, Keane looking Brian Addams dead in the eye. Addams just threw the belt at him there, practically. Switch knows what it's all about. Not making eye contact with our general manager. He's focused. Like I say, Stuart Keane said he will call this down the middle unless he is forced not to. He said Brian Addams will lose the title if he lays his hands on Stuart Keane here tonight. So the pressure is on Brian Addams, really. So here we go. Oh, switch in with the running neck breaker. But can Stuart Keane remain impartial? That's what we need to know. After what's happened here tonight, what's happened over the past few weeks, being interrupted in his opening promo, a moment that was special to him because it took him years to bring SVW to fruition. Brian Addams' attacks on Switch, Alice Blight's attacks on threats to the SVW women's locker room. the attack on Hayley Hamilton here tonight is all going to be in the mind of Stuart Keane while he's standing there. Switch off the rope with the dropkick misses. Brian, again, Switch can't be 100% after what happened to him on Sunday. He's only had a few days to recover. Oh, running crossbody. At the moment, Stuart Keane's just standing there watching this. He's staying impartial. He'll be relied upon to call this match down the middle. I was going to say, he's not doing a count for a count now, but he is now. Took his time there, giving a bit of leniency. He is the general manager after all. Stuart Keane wearing those customised Nikes on his shoes. Looking very dapper, shall we say, as a referee here. You have to feel, even if this ends well for Brian Addams here tonight, you have to feel this is not over between Addams and Keane. Oh, wait a minute. Addams scoops up Switch. Oh, Switch reverses into a sunset flip. Rolled over by Addams. And again, rolled back by Switch. Great combination. And again by Addams. Oh, Stuart Keane was counting fairly. Knee here by... Oh, wait a minute. Addams is going to bring Switch to the outside. Switch rolls out. Sorry, Addams rolls out. And look at this. Switch is baiting Addams in and out of the ring. Maybe playing mind games here. Brian Addams runs Switch to the corner. Right hand to the face. Face into the turnbuckle. Right hand. And I think the camera glitched there, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. Lost focus there for a second. Into the corner by Switch. Nice knee. Oh, into the corner. Sorry, slingshot there. Nice using his body as a weapon. Switch might be looking for the GTS. Maybe a little bit early. Brian Addams to the corner. Switch runs in with a running knee. And here's a Uranagi by Addams. With a whip on that. Oh, wait a minute. Clothesline missed there with the camera shot. We've got a shot of the crowd. Switch got shot back up to do a clothesline. Punching Addams in the ribs. Switch may be looking for a pole driver, and he does. Switch calling Addams to get up. We saw him do this a few times on Sunday. Looking for that clothesline maybe, and he is. And again, at the moment, Keane has just remained impartial. He's calling the counts fairly. Got one count out, and there's the running knee into the clothesline. Short arm clothesline. So Brian Addams would be a fool if he was... Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the elbow drop by Switch off the top rope. Shades of Randy Savage there. Macho Man Randy Savage. Paying homage to the great. Switch going for the GTS here maybe. He does. In for attempt here. 1, 2. Addams kicks out. But again, it's a fair count. Not quick. As tempting as it may be for Stuart Keane to screw Brian Addams here. He is a professional. Now chanting, we're not worthy here. This has been a good match so far. A lot more competitive than the one on Sunday. But then again, Brian Addams hasn't had a chance to attack Switch before the match. We're going to drop Switch on that top turnbuckle, face first. Stomp to the chest. Here come those stomps over and over and over again. Stomping a mud hole in Switch in the corner. And again, Stuart Keane down for the fair count. 2. Switch kicks out. Brian Addams has nothing to complain about so far. Guaranteed he'll find something to complain about. Such is the nature of this man, apparently. Addams telling Switch to get up. Playing to the crowd a little bit here. Scoops up Switch. That's what we're looking for here. Oh, the stun gun. Drops him face first on that top turnbuckle. Slingshotting him back into the ring. When the Switch... Oh, senton. Switch gets his knees up. Stuart Keane is moving back and forth. He's keeping an eye on the situation here. Runs in with the enziguri. Keane now playing to this crowd. He hasn't done that yet. He's letting the crowd know he is paying attention. A little bit of shadow boxing there. Nice clothesline again by Switch. Oh, wait a minute. Addams trips Switch up. Brian Addams shot a glance at Keane there. Only a quick one. Nothing major. Oh, wait a minute. Keane looked like he was going to get involved there, but he didn't. It's Brian Addams going mind here. Goes for the kick. Switch with the forearm. Reverses. Punch to the forearm to the back. And there's that roundhouse kick. Switch maybe honing in on the win. Going for the GTS. No, Addams fights out of this. Elbows to the face. Addams with the Sister Abigail. Oh, wait a minute, he's not going for the pin there, okay. Might be looking for that last ride. He is. Brian Addams is going to hit the last ride. Stuart Keane is right there as well. There it is. 1, 2, and Keane hesitated there. Did you see that? Brian Addams though, trying not to let it phase him. So Stuart Keane has played it fairly up until that point. He did a slow count and then refused to tap the third before Switch kicked out. Gave him a couple of seconds. Where's Keane going now? Wait a minute, Keane's going for a chair. Wait a minute. Where's Keane got? He's got nefarious actions in mind. No. He just put the chair down. Maybe a little bit of protection from Brian Addams. Switch was eyeing him for a second there as well. So you don't want to turn your back to a man with a chair, even if it is your boss. Especially if it's not. Especially if it's your boss. Switch with the elbow again. Switch might be looking for the GTS for a second time. And there's a smile on Keane's face. What is he up to? He's got something in mind. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, a fast count by Keane. And he has done the impossible. He has screwed Brian Addams. Well, he did remain impartial up until that point, let's be fair. So he'd let his actions do the talking. He didn't get involved, didn't attack Brian Addams. Didn't use the chair like he thought he would. Or like we thought he would. But Brian Addams has lost. Switch is your YouTube television champion, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe this could have been the result on Sunday if Brian Addams hadn't cheated. So what goes around comes around. And like I said, that slow count there by Keane, that's what cost Brian Addams, I think, personally. It gave Switch the chance to get back into the match and hit the GTS. And here is probably one of the fastest counts you'll see in the SVW record books ever. Look at that. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner.
Congratulations to Switch. Like I say, it should have happened on Sunday, I believe, but we will never know for sure. And Keane's going to drop out of the ring here. Let Switch have his moment. Congratulations to Switch. You are the new YouTube television champion. Switch is going to celebrate in style here. And ladies and gentlemen, we can't see it on the camera at the moment, but Brian Addams and Stuart Keane are having words here at ringside. What the hell is happening? Wait a minute. And Brian Addams has just attacked Stuart Keane. He's also thrown down a bag of thumbtacks. Wait, what's he going to do when he stays? Oh my god. Brian Addams throwing the stairs on our general manager. The commentators need to get out of there. Our general manager is getting obliterated by Brian Addams. Addams is not happy about what's just happened here. He's cost him his YouTube television championship. This attack is I was going to say it's unwarranted, but it's not really. But this has got very personal between these two. Crowd showing him we want tables. I don't know if that's the right time to do that. Keane onto the commentary table. And the Keane's not an active wrestler anymore. He hasn't wrestled for quite some time. But wait a minute, Keane's fighting back. The crowd going crazy for this. Brian Addams fighting him on the top of this table. Keane's fighting back. He's not going to just take this line down. Oh, wait a minute, no. Keane's going to suplex Addams. No, Addams. Oh! Addams, no. Oh, the elbow drop. Stuart Keane hit those steel steps face first on the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time here. What an ending to the show. This, well, we're going to have repercussions for this next week. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching SVW Sanctum. We are out of time. We will be back next week with SVW Sanctum episode 6. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. If you want to be a part of this at some point, let me know in the comments below. My name's Nigel Montgomery. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye now.